If you're looking for cheap, instant, and reliable Madden Ultimate Team coins, make sure to check out buymutcoins.com and use the discount code RBT for 10% off your purchase. Yo, what is going on, everybody? This is Samuel Brown, aka RBT, coming at you with another episode of the Cleveland Browns Madden 17 Connected Franchise Series. You guys went ham on last episode in terms of suggestion trades, guys. I went through every time before I go to record this series or an episode for this series. I go through and make sure I read through all the comments so I can get all the top comments written down, because I told you that the top comment feature doesn't work on YouTube, so I actually have to manually go through and read all the comments. There was almost 3,000 comments, guys. That's the most by far amount of comments any of my videos has ever gotten, so thank you guys so much for that. It took me about an hour to go through and read all the comments, but I think this time I actually got all the top comments written down, so everybody that had a lot of thumbs up on their comments will be featured in today's episode. So if you guys are enjoying this series, let me know by dropping a like, guys. If you can smash 1,000 likes on today's episode, guys, that would be absolutely amazing. And as always, guys, make sure to leave your suggestions in the comment section below for trades to make in future episodes. And if you have a lot of thumbs up in your comment, there's a good chance you'll be featured in that episode, and I will try to go after your trade. And one more thing, guys, you have to pay close attention to this episode, especially in the gameplay in next episode too, because at the end of next episode, guys, we're going to be deciding whether we're actually going to have Johnny Manziel or RG3 or Josh McCown as our starting quarterback, or a fourth option where we try to trade away and get somebody else. And we're going to do that in week 1 of the regular season before we start the regular season, but that's going to be up to you guys when I make a straw poll at the end of the preseason. And actually, one last thing, guys, I am doing a Q&A for 60,000 subscribers, although already almost at 65,000 subscribers. I'm planning on releasing it on Christmas. If you guys want to take a part of that, I will leave a link to my Twitter in the description box below. All you have to do is tweet at me a question and use the hashtag AskRBT, and you will have a chance to be featured in my Q&A. So now, actually getting into the episode. If you haven't dropped a like, guys, be sure to drop a like. So now, guys, getting down to business. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players we're going to try to go after in today's episode. I can't guarantee that we're going to get all these players, guys, but I'm going to try my absolute best. And you got to keep in mind, as we get farther and farther into the series, it's going to get harder and harder to make some of these deals happen because we're losing assets to trade away, but I'm still going to try my best. I'm not going to guarantee, like I said, we're going to get every one of these players, but I'm going to try my absolute best. So, guys, the first trade that we are going to go after in today's episode has 206 thumbs up, and I really like this trade, so I'm going to try my absolute best to make this deal happen. It might be difficult, but I'm going to try my best. So with 206 thumbs up, we are going to go to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and go to the cornerback position. And we're going to be trying to get a very young cornerback, and that is going to be Vernon Hargreaves. I love watching this guy at Florida. A very small cap hit because he's very young, and I really want to try to get this guy. But with him being very young and a pretty good overall at 76, it's going to be difficult, but we are going to try. And this is where having Joe Thomas still would have been very good. A lot of you said the Joe Thomas trade was bad, which I kind of agree on looking back, but I think at the time I was trying to get the deal to go through. But this is where it would be nice to have him, because we can potentially trade him away for Vernon Hargreaves and maybe get something else from the Buccaneers in return. So it looks like they need a free safety, tight end, right end, cornerback, left tackle, and I don't think we have any of that, unless we wanted to trade Gary Barnidge away, which I don't think you guys want me to do, but that might have to be a last-ditch effort. So they'd be interested in Taron Jones, and they are. God dang, dude, he's my only left tackle as of right now. But, like, we're going to be trying to get a left tackle a little bit later in the episode, so maybe I should have tried to do that first, or maybe I should just go ahead and make this deal happen and see if we get Vernon Hargreaves and then go and try to get that left tackle in a second. But I'm going to see if there's any other way I can try to get Vernon Hargreaves right in. What about Stephen Pay? Are you guys interested in him? Please be interested if not. What about him straight up? How close is this? It's in the red, though, so it's not very close. You know what, guys? We're going to go ahead and try to offer that left tackle. That's what we're going to do, because right after this, we'll try to get the left tackle I was talking about here in just a second. So Taron Jones, how young is Taron Jones, guys? If he's really young, dude, he is 24. He's 24 years old, and he's 6'7". I kind of, I'm going to try, guys, because Vernon Hargreaves, we really freaking need a good cornerback, because their cornerback depth is not that great. He's young. He can develop into a very good cornerback. I doubt they do this straight up. But you know what, guys? Just to make sure I'm getting the most out of every single trade, I'm just going to throw in like a 6th-round draft pick, and they're in the yellow, so maybe it would work straight up, and it's in the green, guys. It is in the freaking green. So Taron Jones, our only left tackle, and we're going to have to throw something else on top of this deal. We need a cornerback, too, so maybe that's why it's really hard to get him. How about we trade this guy, Marcus Burley, and then they need a free safety. How about Jordan Poyer as well? how about this deal, Buccaneers? Please let this go through. And it was accepted, guys. Vernon Hargreaves, now a Cleveland freaking Brown, guys. So with that, I'm very freaking happy about that deal. But now we need a left tackle, guys. So what I'm going to do now is go straight to this other deal. It had 267 thumbs up. There was a lot of different suggestions in this comment, so I took one out. Like I said, with 267 thumbs up, the left tackle for the San Diego Chargers, a freaking huge dude. Freaking King Dunlap, 75 overall. He is a veteran, so it could be very easy to get him. But I think it'd be a nice guy to have on the team, because like I said, he's a freaking monster, dude. Same exact overall as that Taron Jones guy. I know Taron Jones would be the better guy to have on the team since he's younger and can develop, but like, I think it was worth it getting Vernon Hargreaves. So they need a right tackle. How about Sean Coleman? They're not interested in him either. It's just going to be, I don't know what I'm going to be able to trade away to get King Dunlap, because I feel like he's not really worth like a third-round draft pick. We might have to come down to doing that, guys. We definitely might have to come down to doing that. They're not even interested in Stephen Paya, and they need to write in, too. He's 74 overall. Not even freaking close, dude. Like, I don't want to trade away these draft picks, but I might have to, guys. Like, is King Dunlap really worth a third-round draft pick? So what I'm going to do, I'm pretty sure they'd accept this straight up, but let me just add in, like, I don't know, a sixth and like a fifth from next year. I just want to try to gauge their interest. This might still go through. I have no idea. And it's actually relatively freaking close, guys. So this is going to happen, and at least we're getting something back in return. Let's try to get their seventh from this year, too, and just try to stockpile draft picks. And we're going to make this happen 100%. So why don't we try to get this year's six and next year's six, too. And they're still wanting some more value. So why don't we just go ahead and just try to get like this year's fifth, too. So we'd have like 4 fifth-round draft picks. But let's see if this would go through, and it's not going to go through. So maybe we have to get this year's seventh, or maybe even next year's seventh. At least we're getting something back, aside from just King Dunlap. And it was accepted, guys. So a third-round draft pick for a veteran left tackle that's going to start right away for us. Is that worth it? I feel like it's a little bit of a stretch, but we definitely needed a left tackle. So now, guys, the most thumbed up comment on the video with 322 thumbs up is another really freaking huge offensive lineman that I really hope we can freaking get, guys. So we're going to be going to the Philadelphia Eagles, and this offensive lineman is going to be Lane Johnson. Now, he's young, and he's a very high overall, which might make this deal relatively hard to go through, but I'm going to try, guys. This would be a guy to anchor the right side of the offensive line for a very long time. So I'm going to try my absolute best to make this happen. They're interested in a quarterback. Are you interested in? Of course you're not interested in Josh McCown. Of course you're not. I wouldn't be either. But how about, like, is this where I trade away a running back? And they are interested in Duke Johnson, guys. So I think I'm going to use that as a last resort. How about one of the hurt offensive linemen, like a Luke Jokel, who we just got in last episode? They're kind of interested in him. Not a lot, but kind of. And this deal's close, dude. It is freaking close. How about the right tackle that I have right now? How about this guy, Austin Pastor? He is relatively young, and of course you're not interested in him because that would be stupid. That would be absolutely stupid, wouldn't it be? So how about the right guard that's injured, John Greco? He's 31 though, so they might not be interested in him, and I'm not surprised. I wouldn't either. So guys, we are going to try to trade away Luke Jokel, and with that being the case, we might have to try to get a left guard too, and you'll see who I try to get next, which could be pretty freaking good, but we are going to try to weigh Luke Jokel. He does have a relatively big cap hit, but that doesn't hurt us whatsoever because we still have 40 million left over. Andrew Hawkins, how about him? I know he's a veteran, but I really don't need him, and it's still in the yellow, so maybe we should just take him out, and they need a center too. How about Cameron Irving? Are you interested in him or not? But let's just see if it goes through, and it's in the green now. So how about we try adding in one of those 5th round draft picks and see if this does in fact go through. So draft pick, let's go with one. We have 5 5th round draft picks, guys. Come on, Eagles, please accept this. Please accept this. It was accepted, boys. So Luke Jokel, our backup center, and a 5th round draft pick. We get one of the best, I would say, right tackles in the NFL, guys. So we have one of 2 options that I could do, and it might depend on what I end up trading away, but we have 2 pretty good right tackles now, so I might try switching Lane Johnson over to left tackle, just keeping him at right tackle, and trade away our backup right tackle, the Pat Store guy, which I just showed you, depending on what we can get in return. But right now, guys, I think that was a pretty freaking good trade, honestly. So, guys, this next trade we are going to go after had a lot of thumbs up, but I'm not going to force this trade and trade away anything stupid, because we don't necessarily need this player. He'd be a nice player to have, but we don't necessarily need it, and I'll explain it in just a second. You'll understand why here in just a second as well. So, with 168 thumbs up, we're going to be going to the Kansas City Chiefs and trying to get the wide receiver Tyreek Hill with 168 thumbs up. Now, the reason I don't think this is an absolute necessity is because we already have Tyler Lockett, which is, I wouldn't say the same exact player, but he brings the same exact things to the table in terms of being not necessarily a smaller guy, but a speedster, good kick and punt returner, and we already have that in Tyler Lockett. So Tyreek Hill, like I said, would be a nice guy to have, but like, what's the point in having two really great punt and kick returners? But we are still gonna try to get them, but not trade away anything just dumb. Because as you see, guys, we have pretty good wide receiver depth now. We have Terrell Pryor, Allen Hurns, Tyler Lockett, Josh Gordon, Corey Coleman, and Andrew Hawkins. So it's not necessarily like I'm not going to trade away way too much, guys. So we're just going to see if there's any players they are interested in. Like, I feel like they'd definitely be interested in this right tackle that I don't need anymore now, Austin Pastore. But I'm not going to trade him away because like, I feel like we could use him for something a lot better down the line, which we actually need. So I'm thinking about, like, I don't know what I'm possibly going to trade away for him, because I'm not going to do anything stupid, guys. Like, I don't want to hurt our team in the long run, but I'm gonna sit here and see if I can find anything that they're possibly interested in, guys. So guys, I know this might not seem like a lot, but there's really not much else I can try out. Like, I went through all the positions of every player I'm willing to trade away, and they weren't interested in any of those players. So I put some of the top needs they have in this trade offer, and they're probably not even gonna be in the yellow. But like I said, guys, I was gonna at least attempt it, but there's not enough to trade away, guys. Not enough that I'm willing to trade away. It's in the orange. So the last thing I think I'm actually going to attempt is I'm going to take out this cornerback and throw in Josh McCown. I don't want to trade away Josh McCown, but I'm just going to at least attempt it and see if they bite, which they're not even interested in them. But if this doesn't go through, I just don't think it's worth it, guys. And see, it's not even in the yellow yet. It's going to take one of our really good draft picks, one of our really good players. So, but guys, 100% think I need Tyreek Hill. I'll come back in another episode. But as of right now, guys, I'm going to just try to use my better players I can trade away for better players. So, guys, the next player that we are going to try to pick up with 236 thumbs up is a pretty freaking massive player, guys, and would be amazing, especially for what we need right now. And you'll understand in just a second, and that is the Ravens' best player, and that is Marshall Yanda. 236 thumbs up, so like I said, guys, he's not even a big cap hit, which isn't really relevant to us since we have 40 million, but he's 93 overall, and I know he's 31 years old, which he's going to start regressing very soon, but for, like, success right now, we need ourselves another guard. We don't even have a left guard as of right now, so I mean, I think he's somebody that is not going to take a lot to get because he is older, but it's still a 93 overall player, so we're just going to try and see if there's anything they're interested in that we have, because this is a guy that is going to take, like, at least a good bit, or a decent bit to get in return, but nothing too crazy. See, this is where, is it worth trading away this guy? This is, like, one of our best bits of trade bait we have left, guys. Is it worth it? Is it worth it to trade away Austin Pastore? He's a 78 overall, really young right tackle. So we have 2 7ths. And I'm just going to throw in a 5th and see what they say here. And just see if there's just any chance this is a thing. And it's in the yellow, dude. Holy crap. Maybe we don't have to trade away Pastore. Maybe we can trade away like a 4th from next year. This year's 6th. And what else do you want with our running backs? Do you want Duke Johnson? Oh, dude, this is where I think I might trade. Oh, I don't know, though, because I feel like you guys would hate me if I traded away Duke Johnson, but I think this is worth it. We don't need really another running back. Maybe I can get a draft pick in return, so I'm trying to stockpile on some draft picks, guys. So, like, what about a 4th round draft pick and Marshall Yanda for Duke Johnson? Is this a thing? And it's actually relatively close, guys. So we might get Marshall Yanda, a 93 overall guard, and get a draft pick, too, as well. How about a 6th? Come on, Ravens. Please give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me. They're going to give me a 7th. I have a feeling they're going to give me a 7th. You're going to give me a 7th, aren't you? Because you're the Baltimore freaking Ravens. I mean, you might not think a 7th is a lot, but trading away a 3rd string running back for a 93 overall offensive lineman and getting a draft pick in return, and with all these 7th round draft picks I have, I'm going to end up trading them up and trying to get some better picks. So I think this would be worth it if it goes through. It might not go through. Oh, let me try to trade away a player I don't need, because I'm going to have to trade away players anyway. Is that enough, Ravens? Is that enough? And it was accepted, guys. We get Marshall Yanda for Duke Johnson pretty much, and a 7th round draft pick and a second string right outside linebacker. I think that's worth it, guys, because if we need to, we can go sign another running back. Like, Duke Johnson I know is a great running back, but like, we need a guard big time, and like, our team is looking so much better, dude. So guys, another deal we are going to try to make go through with 98 thumbs up. So be a massive move, guys, going to the New York Giants. I'm not going to trade away my whole entire team to get him. It'd be nice to have this guy on the team, and that's going to be the defensive end. He's a right end, Olivier Vernon. And the reason I feel like this could be a thing is because he's $10.3 million in terms of cap hit, so they might trade him away for a little bit less since they can get that cap hit off their books. And we still have $30 million, guys. We still have $30 million. And I know in terms of the defensive ends, we have Agba who can play right end or left end. If we could add Olivier Vernon to the opposite side of Agba, like, our front seven is pretty much set. Like, our whole team is already pretty freaking good. I mean, so much better than it was at the beginning. So let's see what it's going to take. I think this is going to take a lot, guys. Like, he's a star player, so maybe this is where I have to trade away Austin Patstore if they are interested, and they are. Let's just, I don't even know if this will go through straight up. I don't think it will, because I mean, it's at 78 for an 87, but just in case, throwing in a 7, just in case. See, dude, this is still in the orange, man. This is going to take so much. Like, is a deal like this worth it, guys? I'm not trading away a first-round draft pick. That's not going to happen. But if we can find one more player they are interested in, like, are you guys interested in Greco? Is that a thing? They're kind of interested in Greco. Like, do I do this, guys? Do I do this? I think, I'm not even sure if this would go through straight up. Like, I don't even think this is a thing. But I'm going to try it as I put in the 7th round draft pick, because I'm trying to get as many draft picks as possible. Come on, please, Giants, please, Giants, please, Giants. It's in the yellow still, dude. Like, this is going to take so freaking much to get them. This is the last trade we're going to try out for this episode. A 5th Greco and Patstore for Olivier Vernon. And it's in the green now, but that's the green. That's not accepted. That's just the green. Dude, I know this might seem absolutely just dumb, and I think it is dumb, but this is, if this doesn't go through, this is the last trade I'm trying, because this would be way too much. But I mean, like I said, guys, if this doesn't go through, please suggest other defensive ends in the comment section below, because I believe, like, if we can get a defensive end, one more, like, our defense is almost set, and it's just so much better than it was at the beginning. But the reason I'm not doing anything else, guys, like, we're trading away, like, our whole, not necessarily our whole offensive line, because, I mean, in a sense, it is backups, but still, this is valuable depth to be trading away if we make this deal happen, which it might, but then it might not. So let's see, watch it be, like, this close, please. Just, it's, what? How is that even a... Okay, guys, this is not going to happen. I thought it would be a lot easier than what it seems like it's going to be, but it's not. So, that sucks. I wanted him so bad because he make the team so much better, but I guess in a sense, it's probably a good thing because we still have 3 players, as you see right here, that teams will be interested in. Like, these are 3 players that we could get so much in return from, like, individually. So I don't think I'm going to trade them away all for one player, and as you saw, I didn't even freaking work. And if we do trade away for one player, it's got to be a team that's interested in every single one of these players in terms of it being green, and it's got to be a freaking star player. That's the only way I'm trading away all 3 of these players in one deal. So guys, we had 2 players to cut, so I went ahead and just traded 2 players away so we get a draft pick in return. Traded away our, I think, our 4th string tight end in DeValve, and then Corey Lemonier, our like 3rd or 4th string left outside linebacker. We get a 7th round draft pick in return, and like I mentioned earlier, we can just trade away all those 7th round draft picks up and eventually get like a 5th or probably 4th round draft pick for like the 4 or 5 7th round draft picks that we do have. So that's why I'm trying to get every little draft pick that I possibly can, because it ends up being very valuable in the long run. So guys, if you just look at the team, especially defensively, you just have to realize how much better the team already looks in just 3 or 4 episodes compared to how it looked at the beginning of the series. It looks a lot better, but there still are a couple positions I feel like we definitely need to upgrade, and I want you guys to keep that in mind when you are leaving your suggestions for trades in the comment section below. And as always, the ones with the most thumbs up will be featured in the next episode, and I will try to go after those trades, even though some of them don't get accepted because it costs like way too much, like the Olivier Vernon deal. So try to keep that in mind too. Like, if we need to trade away for some veteran players that we only could use for like a year or so because they retire soon, we could use like 1 or 2 of those players right now since we have the cap room to eat up their contract, as long as it doesn't take much to, you know, trade away. Because I'm not going to trade away like a first-round draft pick for a decent older player that's going to retire in a year. But like, you get what I'm saying, if it's a reasonable price. But anyways, guys, for right now, I moved Pat Soar from the backup right tackle position to left guard. So left guard and center are the 2 positions I feel like we definitely need to upgrade at. Maybe even left tackle, but I'm okay with King Dunlap. Definitely left guard and center before we do that. And if worst comes to worst and we end up not trading away this guy, we can move him to left tackle as well. But I still am looking to trade him on whenever the price is right. Now, our freaking running backs, I think, are okay since we're going to have Dree Archer as a 3rd running back, which I need to change here in just a second. Still don't know what I'm doing about the quarterback battle. Keep that in mind when you are watching today's gameplay. Wide receivers are just fine. We might end up needing to trade away one of these receivers. And as of right now, unless he starts stepping up, I'm thinking that's Josh Gordon, who has not been too good in the first couple games of the preseason. But hopefully he will step up. Now, defensively, there are a couple positions I still feel like we need to upgrade. And we definitely need at least one defensive end, rather it be a right end or a left end, because we can move Ogba to either side. Because I feel like if we get another defensive end, guys, this front 7 will be amazing and complete, because I'm 100% perfectly fine with our linebacker core as of right now. In the other position, I feel like we could possibly need maybe a better corner, but that's definitely not a #1 need, and maybe a better free safety. But as of right now, the only positions I feel like we 100% need to upgrade is either right or left end, and then offensively, left guard or center position. So like I said, keep those in mind when you are suggesting your comments below. But with that said, guys, that's going to do it for this portion of the video. We're about to jump into the game against the Buccaneers, see if we can play well. We got to see if one of the quarterbacks starts to pull away from the others in terms of the quarterback battle. But if you guys are enjoying the episode so far, let me know by smashing that like button. If we get 1,000 likes on the episode, guys, that would be amazing. If you are new to the channel and have yet to subscribe, be sure to click that button because you won't be disappointed. But with that said, guys, we are jumping into this game. So despite not playing so well in last week's game, we are giving RG3 the start in this preseason game. We got the ball, not too good field position for the 14, but let's see if we can score on this first drive. Some misdirection, and we get wrecked. I'll scramble outside with RG3. Oh, man, can he make this throw on the run? Can we make this catch? And Allen Hurns drops it. So hopefully we don't go 3 and out in our first drive of this one, but let's see how this goes. Oh, man. Oh, man. Gonna step up in the park with RG3, have a ton of space to scramble. We're gonna slide, pick up the first down. There's RG3 showing off his legs. Oh, man, nobody's open down the field. X was open for a split second. Somebody, RB, is gonna be open. That is gonna be Isaiah Correll making a nice change in direction in his route, running down the field. RG3 finding them open down to the 50-yard line. The first downs are really killing us on this drive so far because we're not able to get anything running the football. We've gone backwards every single run play, but let's see if RG3 in this offense can pick up another 3rd down conversion. I'm looking for Michael Bennett on the post route. Just dump it off to our running back because we are about to get sacked. And we're just going to have to punt the ball, I guess. It's preseason, so it's time to pull out all the freaking stops. A is wide open. Make this catch. That's freaking Ed Reynolds, dude. Let's freaking go, dude. I would just like to throw it out there that Zeke is 4 of -6 so far in this game when it comes to running the football. So let's see what's going to happen on this 3rd down. Don't want to settle for the field goal, but we might have to. Nobody's open, dude. No, RG3, pick it up. Somebody pick it up. Holy crap. Dude, the offensive line isn't playing too well. Nobody's getting open. RG3's fumbling the football. This has not been the greatest start to our game. But let's see what's going to happen on this field goal. Can I make it? Probably not, because I'm awful at kicking field goals. It wasn't perfect, but it's going to be right down the middle almost, as we do take a 3-0 lead. So not a pathetic drive. Close to it, but not pathetic. So the Buccaneers second string has driven down the field. Mike Glennon and the Bucs 3rd and 2 from the 14-yard line. Let's see if our defense can come up big. They are going to run the football, and never mind, it's a play action pass. And I let the guy wide open because I thought it was a run, but I'm an idiot because it was actually a pass, and we caused a fumble. And that's going to be Christian Kirksey, who could have returned it for a freaking touchdown. So Johnny Manziel in the second string offense comes out in our first drive of the second quarter. And let's see if somebody can get open. Josh Gordon has the man beat. Come on, Josh. No, Johnny. Oh, can we convert? I should have thrown the football. What's up with us? God dang, fumbling the football when we get hit. And we can't pick the football up either. 2 straight turnovers leads to a Buccaneers 1st and goal from the 5-yard line. Can we get another red zone stop? Probably not, because they're going to score right here as they take a 7-3 lead, dude. Who's the move on this play? Oh, man, I'm getting too antsy in the pocket. Getting too antsy. B down the field, though. Please make this catch. That's going to be Josh Gordon coming up with his first big catch of the preseason. Nice job from Johnny getting outside the pocket, making some magic happen. So I did want to say, guys, I did adjust the sliders before today's episode because the previous games felt a little bit too easy. So maybe that's why it's a little bit more difficult, but that's, you know, probably good for the series in the long run. I just want to throw that out there. 3rd down and 5, though. Let's see if we can pick this up. I probably threw that way too early. and I'm an idiot. Let's see if Johnny can bring out a little bit more magic as we have to go 98 yards in 1:17. Let's see if he can make it happen. Let's just not get a safety. This is bad. Nobody's open. Just dump it off. Oh, dear God. What an awful throw, and what an idiot. Nate Irving should be cut from the team immediately. I feel bad for the Buccaneers. Uh-oh. I want this play to work so freaking bad, dude. Okay, Josh, I'm giving you a one-on-one chance again. Please, dear God, Josh Gordon, go up. He makes the catch this time, guys. Josh Gordon is back. Come on, Johnny. Scrambling the... Oh, Johnny breaking tackles, making magic happen. Oh, man, Johnny. Oh, what do we do? 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 Just throw the ball away. Nobody's open. So, guys, Johnny Manziel was injured on that play, so Luke McCown comes in. And that could be huge, guys, because Johnny is part of this quarterback battle. So hopefully he's not out for too long. Hopefully he's out for the rest of this game, or maybe even come back. Let's see if Luke McCown can come up big, and he does. But I do have to say though, guys, Josh McCown has been great so far. Probably, in my opinion, one of the better quarterbacks playing in this preseason. So we have to see if he can win this battle. We're going to throw this up to Corey Coleman. He's going to make the catch and be down to the 1 yard line. This is not good. This is not good. This is not good. Got to hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, offense. Dear God. Dear freaking God. Hurry up, guys. Get where in Isaiah Crowell? How does a running back take so freaking long to get back to the goddamn line of freaking scrimmage, dude? So as you see, guys, he's only out for the game, so that's good. He's not going to be out for an extended period of time, so he is still part of this quarterback battle. Let's see if Corey Coleman, he does beat his man off the line of scrimmage. That's a perfect pass, and Corey Coleman, are you kidding me? What a series of events, I tell you. I tell you, A's going to be open. That's an awful throw, Josh McCown. That's his worst throw of the preseason so far. Can we get to Mike Glennon, though? And no, because Shepard is wide open. That's Russell Shepard with the touchdown, and it's pretty much G freaking G. Nobody's open. Back of the end zone. That's got to be an interception. That is going to be a pick, guys. Christian Kirksey off the Vernon Hargreaves deflection gets the pick, dude. Christian Kirksey's had a pretty freaking big game. Let's see. Getting blitzed. One-on-one, we're sacked. We're just wrecked. We're just effing wrecked. But like I said, guys, a pretty freaking bad game all around, but hopefully we can play better next week. We did awful in the preseason, the Titans franchise, and we ended up winning the Super Bowl, so hopefully things can get better. He is not going to get a touchdown, and Robert Aguayo missed a 19-yard field goal. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Oh, God, we're getting pressure. Throwing this ball up to Justin Blackman, though. That's going to be a touchdown, boys. That's what I've been looking for all game long, dude. Got the ball out before pressure got to me. And what if we get an onside kick here and somehow come back? That would be funny, but it's not going to happen. I'm going for 2 because why not? That's the only thing I have to say about this. Why not? Because we're going to get it. Never mind. So, guys, that does it. What an awful game all around. What an awful freaking game. So if you're worried about the stats, which you probably shouldn't be because we did freaking awful, we went 3 of 9, RG3 passing, 120 yards, 1 touchdown, but a lot of that came in the very last part of the game when I was trying to throw the ball deep a lot. That interception came in the very last play of the game. Johnny Manziel was 5 of 8, 107 yards. He was injured, though, so hopefully, I mean, in terms of stats, it's like he had the best game. He did have some errant throws, though. But anyways, he did have 1 interception. Mike Glennon, dude, 13 of 15, 97 yards, a touchdown and a pick. And Josh McCown, 3 of 7, had a pick and no touchdown. So in this game, dude, like, all of our quarterbacks look pretty freaking awful, to say the least. And look at that, dude. Jaquez Rogers, 31 attempts, 110 yards, 2 touchdowns. He literally had like 4 yards, it seemed like, in every single carry. We just couldn't freaking stop him. And we couldn't run the football for anything, dude. Look at this. Look at this. Like, that's just awful, dude. I don't know what it was, but we couldn't run the football whatsoever. And who led our team in receiving? Justin Blackman with 1 catch, 91 yards and a touchdown. And Josh Gordon had 82 on 2. So, like, we just had a bad game, dude, all freaking around. And hopefully this is just a one-game thing. Like I said, Christian Kirksey did have a big game, 10 tackles. And our free agent signing, Marquise Burrell, had 9 tackles, so a big game from him too, dude. So if we look at the injury report, Johnny Manziel is not on here, which means he should be coming back for next week's game. But Ed Reynolds, our backup safety, is out for 4 weeks, so that kind of sucks. So, guys, that is going to do it for today's episode of the Cleveland Browns Madden 17 Connected Franchise Series. Hopefully, guys did enjoy it, and if you did, make sure to drop a like. If we get 1,000 likes, guys, once again on this episode, that would be absolutely amazing. And as always, leave your suggestions for trades for next episode in the comment section below, and the ones with the most thumbs up will be the ones that go after in next episode, and you will have your comment featured just like in today's episode. Pretty unsuccessful episode in terms of the result, but we did get a bunch of big players into the team, had some pretty huge trades, so hopefully you guys did enjoy that. One more week of the preseason, guys, and we'll be going right into the regular season, so I hope you guys are excited. But with that said, guys, be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I will catch you guys next time. Have a great rest of your day. Peace.